Adjustments are part of most sales comparison approaches, and sometimes we have a client coming back to us asking us, what is the support for the adjustments? How did we get to those particular directions and amounts of adjustments? Or perhaps you have a state authority coming back to you asking to take a look in your work file because you didn't include a summary of this in your report itself. What we need to remember is that USPAP and the general industry expects this. When we take a look at USPAP in particular, we are required to summarize the information we analyzed and the methods we used to come to our conclusions. And the adjustments are conclusions within our appraisal process. When we take a look at the industry, such as Fannie Mae guidance as well as HUD FHA guidance, we can see very clearly there as well that they are requiring a summary of this information within our reports. It's important to remember that simply stating you made an adjustment is not useful and it's not compliant with the USPAP and industry requirements. For example, saying something like, I made an adjustment for the difference in garages, or I made a $12,000 adjustment for garages, or GLA is adjusted at $40 per square foot. These are simply facts. It's informational, not necessarily wrong, but it doesn't actually give them the information they need. Most likely, they can figure that out by looking at your sales comparison grid. What's necessary is a summary of the information you analyzed, how you analyzed it, and some of the reasoning to get to those conclusions of those adjustment amounts. Now, when you're looking to write up the summary of your adjustments, remember, no one is looking for a book, no one's looking for a novel, but they are looking for that summary. But they also don't want to be reading boilerplate. Boilerplate isn't telling them anything. So, for example, writing something like, I relied on paired sales, market interviews, regression, and or depreciated cost to derive adjustments isn't useful, and that's not unique or special for that assignment. And that's what is expected. Some special and unique language that explains how did these adjustments come into use in your report. Well, I hope that gives you an idea of our obligations around summarizing the support for our adjustments in the sales comparison approach. If you would like to watch this video again or take a look at other videos, go to appraiserelearning.com